Hey, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? This is Jonathan Mathis. What's up, Philly fans? How are you guys doing? This video is for you guys. Uh, you know, to all the Philly fans out there, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to come on in. I know it's an exciting time for your city right now. You guys are probably fired up. I mean, it's been a crazy week in Philadelphia. Your baseball team is winning, your football team is winning, your hockey team is winning, your basketball team looks good in preseason, and it's just a great time to be alive. In Philly, the Eagles improved to 6-0 tonight. They beat a division rival, they beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Phillies' improbable run, joyride, continues in October as they eliminated the Atlanta Braves, which was very surprising to a lot of people. They eliminated them from the playoffs, earning a spot in the NLCS. Again, what a great time to be a Philly sports fan. Um, you know, this Phillies team has been through a lot this season. They've dealt with adversity. They overcame so much to get to where they are now. It's amazing what they have accomplished. This is a team that axed their manager, Joe Girardi, after a tumultuous tenure. They were, I believe, 22 and 29 when the interim manager, Rob Thompson, took over, and what a turnaround it's been for the Phillies. And this was a team that was just looking to get into the playoffs any way they could, and once they started to turn things around, this team suddenly found renewed energy, and showed a commitment to winning, and they've been winning ever since. But I think the key to their turnaround has been Nick Castellanos. Nick Castellanos has signed that massive deal to come to Philly, and uh, it was a disappointing year for him, to say the least. He did not play his best baseball to start, out with the Phillies. It was a struggle for him. It wasn't easy for him at all. It was not an easy year for Nick Castellanos. He had the worst season of his career. His numbers dipped significantly, but he turned the corner. He turned his season around at the plate, and it's as if he got hot at the right time, as the Phillies collectively have gotten hot at the right time. They look like the team to beat in these playoffs. The Eagles are unbeaten. They're the only team that remains unbeaten. And then you got the Phillies going to the NLCS after they pulled off the shocker against the Atlanta Braves. I mean, if you're a Philly fan, you can't ask for anything better, right? Philly sports had a massively good weekend. There's no doubt about it. And then the Flyers are 2-0, the hockey team. The Eagles finally have a quarterback now. They've always had a quarterback. I've always had high hopes for Jalen Hurts. He had a high ceiling. He's living up to the hype now. He has ascended from good to elite. He's playing, you know, at an elite level now. He's putting up eye popping numbers, and last season, um, he played pretty well, not as well as he's playing now. He's playing a lot better now. But with Hurts as a quarterback, the Eagles have this high flying offense. He has taken on leadership. He has demonstrated great leadership. Um, he has grown into his role in Philly, and Hertz has now uh, catapulted himself into the top 5 and top 10 of many statistical passing categories. It's amazing to see um, his growth and his improvement and how far he has come. He's more effective now. Um, he's completing his passes down the field. He's making good decisions with the football. And tonight the Eagles continue to do what they do so well, and that is dominate the second quarter. They were clearly dominant, the more dominant team in the second quarter. Um, Jalen Hurts, of course, was the catalyst for the Eagles. Um, in the second quarter, and they put up some big numbers. They put up some big numbers. They clearly showed out. You know, the driving force behind the Eagles' unbeaten season, has been debated, but I clearly think Jalen Hurts has done enough to lead this offense. You got Devontae Smith, um, who's doing his thing. The defense is also good. Philly's defensive front pressured Cooper Rush all night. They forced him into, I believe he threw 3 interceptions in the game. It wasn't a great night for Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush got exposed by this Eagles defense, and we all know how good Darius Slay is. This is a guy who can accelerate. Before the ball is even in the air. This is a guy who can decipher uh, the play. This is a guy who can, disrupt the pass. Can snatch interceptions. And that's what he did tonight. He had an interception tonight, and this is a guy who clearly likes to play takeaway. He likes to play takeaway. Um, he's an amazing defensive player. Has gifted hands. He's quick. He can read, the play. He can see the field really well. And then you have CJ uh, Johnson, man. He recorded his second interception of the game. He had 2 interceptions tonight. This is a guy who has found himself in this culture, and he has come in and made some big plays. The Eagles look really, really good. They're clearly the best team in the NFC East, no question about it. They just knocked off the second best team um, in that division, in the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys are a great team. They're a great team. They're not a bad team at all. They're a really, really good football team. They have a solid defensive front. Um, they play complementary football. They have one of the more terrorizing defensive players who can get after the quarterback and Micah Parsons. But the Eagles right now, they can't lose a game. The Eagles can't lose a game. Nobody in Philly can lose. Nobody in Philly can lose. I feel like everybody in Philly is unbeatable at this point. Everything is just going Philadelphia's way right now. And again, it's a great time to be a Philadelphia fan. I am rooting for, since my Dodgers are eliminated now, I am rooting for the Phillies to go all the way. I would like to see Bryce Harper get his first ring. I would like to see Reese Hawkins win a ring. I would like to see Nick Castellanos, especially the year that he's had. It's been difficult for him, but it hey, you know what? It all what matters is that you show up at the right time, and Nick Castellanos has shown up at the right time. But the Eagles, man, they are unbeaten, and the Phillies, man, they're going to the championship series to play the San Diego Padres. It's going to be a great series. Philly, man, you guys are awesome. You know, um, I hate the rap that the fans get there. I mean, every fan base has ignorant fans. Every fan base has rowdy fans. It's not just Philly. That's everywhere. But Philly has this reputation that they're the worst fans in all of sports. I tend to disagree. I beg to differ. I think they're just a passionate, fiery fan base that love their teams, and it's a great sports city. Congratulations to the Phillies. I you know, congratulations to all the Eagle fans out there. I know Key is here. Key in the building is watching. She's from Philly. She's a big time Philly sports fan. She does her own podcast about Philly sports. She's doing her thing, and I know my other man Robert is watching. He's a Philly guy as well. Does a great has a great sports channel as well, Philly Sports Talk podcast. So check his stuff out as well. Thanks for chiming in. I have a comment. Prescott is like a pair of fake Air Jordan 1 mids. Looks good from a distance, but won't pass. Um, oh, wow. Uh, you know, um, could this have been a different outcome if Dak had played tonight? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think so. I think the Eagles played a great game, and then they lost Lane Johnson as well, which was kind of deflating in a sense. And then they looked a little discombobulated after that, but then they went back to the running game that they abandoned. And I feel like when they get away from the running game, things don't go smoothly for the Eagles. When you commit to the running game, that opens up a lot of things for your offense. And the Eagles did that. Uh, they had a monster drive before halftime. Um, they played good football. They played good football, and they've been playing good football all season. Nick, their head coach, has done a terrific job. He tells his players to stay within the moment. I think he's done a great job, you know, with this team. And then, you have guys over there that's facilitating the offense. You see what Jalen Hurts is doing. I like what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts, the quarterback that he has become, the quarterback that he can be. Amazing stuff from him, And this is a guy who has a high ceiling, and he can do great things in this league, and it is showing. You know, sometimes you just have to give players time to develop. But guys, I'm about to check out of here now. I just wanted to come on and have a chat with all you great Philly fans out there. I will be watching the NLCS. I will be rooting for the Phillies since my Dodgers are out now. Go Phils. I think this is their year. I think they got hot at the right time. They got that winning formula. They believe in themselves. They feel like they can beat anyone right about now. And that Phillies Padres series is going to be one hell of a series, and I can't wait. But I'll talk to you guys very soon. Please do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. And if you know people who are into sports, uh, please tell them about the channel. Tell them about the channel. Tell them where they can find me, and remind them to hit the subscribe button. But we'll be talking soon. I'll probably be back in another video tomorrow. I will be back actually in another video tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk about Dave Roberts. I got an interesting video for you guys. Dave Roberts reminds me of George Call and Marty Schottenheimer. I'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Take care. Have a good night.